I can't speak for His Excellency Peter Obi. I'll speak for myself.
Well, he issued a statement saying he had left.
Anyway, you must be. Those of us in PDP, we have left the carcass of PDP for Wike and his friends.
Right, so, as you all know, there have been a coalition. And this coalition is supposed to take down President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 and supposedly stop the whole suffering Nigerians are going through in the hands of APC.
I mean, in a democracy, people are allowed to air their views on any issue, whether positive or negative.
First and foremost, Labour Party is not scattered. Labour Party remains Labour Party. And if you recall, in 2021, we told you Labour Party was coming.
Let me buttress more on this coalition issue now. Let's face it, because I hear a lot of arguments in regards to the fact that all of these people that are coming on to form are aggrieved politicians. They are politicians with dirty baggages or whatever, right?
Labour Party give Peter Obi 48 hours to disappear out of the party because of the coalition. Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News, Gist and Blog. Now, we have a lot of story for you. I just want to walk you guys through it because this coalition of a thing has sparked a lot of misreaction. Some are saying we support Peter Obi for this coalition of the or abducting the ADC. Some are saying, oh, the ADC is filled with all these cabals that hold Nigeria in bondage just because they are not benefiting from this current government. They want to form a new party. First, I want you guys to watch this particular video. We'll be right back.
All right, so as you all know, there have been a coalition. And this coalition is supposed to take down President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 and supposedly stop the whole suffering Nigerians are going through in the hands of APC. So this coalition comprises of the likes of Mr. Peter Obi, former Osun State Governor, Arigbeshola, former chairman of PDP, Uche Secondus, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, former Kaduna State Governor, Nigerian elrufai, former AG Abubakar Malami, renowned Jono Dele Momodu, former Rivers State Governor Rotimi Amechi, Dino Malaye, and the one I personally respect, Senate President David Mark, and former VP candidate Mr. Dati Ahmed. Now, so these guys are supposed to take Nigeria from the hands of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, it was signed in 1984, and this thing where Fela talk na end on the apple. He said, election story, unko, Obasanjo plan am very well. Election story, unko, Obasanjo plan am very well. Him take old politicians where rule Nigeria before. The same old politicians where spoil Nigeria before. Obasanjo carry all of them. All of them, they there now. You know finish, you know finish. This coalition one at the talk, this ADC, which politician were they there be new politicians? Almost all the people here contribute for this country, make it also fall. There's no new person there. And why did they decide to form a new party? Now because of say, see, take it or leave it. Politics is a game of interest. This particular regime no favor their own interest. Let's take somebody like elrufai as an example. elrufai complained, he literally complained. Say this government betrayed him. The only reason why elrufai is joining force with Obi and Co to form ADC and be in a what they call coalition, it is because he was betrayed in his former party. So what happens if he come here and the interest is pitching to them does not still favor him? What does he do to ADC? He's going to leave it. Again, this ADC where you they gather now, ADC, coalition, they are going to shake Tinubu. Let's assume that they eventually shake Tinubu again in 2027. What do you think would happen? All the APC will come back and join this ADC. All of them are together. And just smoke water. And guess what? This ADC where this is so Tinubu people don't dey there now, they wait. All these guys are waiting for their own share in 2027. Now the highest bidder. They will still betray this ADC very soon. Nigerians are happy, of course. They don't see lesser evil. All of them are the same. To me, all of them are thieves. To me, all of them, they be thief. All of them. All of them, they be thief. But it's just that when I just say, okay, yes, this one. And a lot of them say, now the media, they control now. Because if we really know what they do as youth, not be all these thieves who go the shuffle, they bring back to ourselves. Not be all these thieves. Some of them don't be governor before. Go and check their states. What does their state produce? What is the standard of living in those states where they don't rule before? You understand? All of them, Tinubu, Atiku, all of them are the same thing. All of them are the same thing. All of them are the same thing. So if you like the shout, and the only way, like I said, if just assume, say ADC win, APC could gather conjoin. For this country to work, that's the camp, a camp, the camp, in camp, by camp. They don't suppose set boundary for them. So, okay, once you don't decamp, enter this party for 8 years, you cannot live there. At least, if it makes more sense. But yeah, you go see, say, Wike, then PDP, they work with APC, they scatter PDP. Now all of them don't gather, say they don't leave the place for Wike. Nigerians now go, oh my God, Obi, where problem will happen now? Now this Obi, I want to see where they won't give Obi. Is he going to be president or vice? Atiku cannot be vice again. Atiku cannot be vice again. And Atiku no go dead there, may they go give Obi. I'll be surprised if they do that. But still on still, it still does not really guarantee anything. You know why? You know why it does not guarantee anything? Because all these men in this ADC are men of their own personal and selfish interests, not men that are for the growth of the country. I said, Tinubu men did here. I don't want just call name. At the top of my head, I think of one or two. When we say 8 times reach, they go leave, they go betray. They go betray this ADC now. Enter. Because at the end of the day, this ADC na PDP. They go betray, go. Not be 2027 will they come so. That's 2027 now. Judas are there. Again, go and check the statistics of all these people. Go and do a background finding of all these ADC people. Plenty of them don't loot. ESCC don't carry them. Some of them don't. No more. There's no story there. There's no story. And they can always come back because of one thing. Nigerians still think one is better than one. They don't know see all of them are for their personal interests. APC know they share money. APC they only share money within themselves. PDP they share money round. Now chop by chop the PDP. All in our country money, everybody they chop. Money where they will use and take do infrastructure. They produce, they do this, they do that, make country they grow. They will carry on during election, come share for now. It did their hands since. Why they know it's a work? Well, I'm not campaigning for anybody, nothing will concern me. But I will tell you for free. This PDP, this ADC, APC, CCC, PD, once D they inside, A, C they inside, all of them, they are all the same. All of them. Same format. Go recycle 70 years old man, 80-something years old man. Come on. But anyways, ADC, we wish you luck. The only reason why I think Nigerians want to even answer you now because they want to pick a lesser evil. Not because of say the feel that will liberate us from suffering. It's just the truth. But again, me, that's my contribution. I know they vote nobody. I'm not. No, I won't say I won't vote. I would vote. But I'm not campaigning for nobody. Maybe on that day I'll go decide. Who knows? If you don't register political party before that time, like I vote myself. Or vote the person where I won't bring as my own candidate from the Ratzel Fourth Arm Nigerian movements. This a love, don't play. All of that go learn. If not open an eyes quick, and you will learn the hard way.
Large numbers of Nigerians are reacting towards this coalition, not because of Peter Obi leaving the Labour Party, simply because of the kind of cabals that are surrounding this new ADC. Well, I want you guys to watch and listen to what Babadati Ahmed, what he said in this particular interview with Charles on Arise TV News. We'll be right back to do some exegesis to it.
I can't speak for His Excellency Peter Obi. I'll speak for myself.
Well, he issued a statement saying he had left.
Well, then take his word for it. As for me, I have not left Labour Party.
Okay.
I am considering the coalition who have adopted ADC.
Right.
Now, don't consume the excitement. And don't be consumed by the excitement. Okay, manage the excitement. Right now, it's all about excitement. Understandably so, because Nigerians are depressed as much as they are oppressed. So this excitement can easily consume everyone.
Right.
And what I'm saying is hold back, think critically, think very well. And before you fire another question, let me just say the opposition is right in all that it's doing. I agree wholeheartedly in coming together. The principles behind it, the objectives of it are all correct. But you're also playing somebody else's game. This game is Tinubu's game. And I'm not praising him in any way whatsoever. But everyone must understand the situation as it were. Please be patient. Let me, in summary, narrate everything. President Buhari, after losing the third time, cried to the world that he's done with politics. And that's when it began. There are internal issues with Buhari, but the external ones are, that is when Tinubu saw the opportunity, bring him back into the fold after the 07 Atiku and the 11 Ribadu. Add the Southwest and the Tinubu influences to his existing 12 million votes. It was easy to convince Buhari to come back in any way because he carries a lot of baggage, who only survive from political donations. I'm sorry to say that's the truth. So Buhari just has to contest every election. Ever since the PTF days after the passing of Abacha, Buhari was removed from head of state without any trade whatsoever. So he and his can only live off a political system. But I'm not hitting at Buhari. Tinubu saw this opportunity, saw the weakness in Buhari, pumped a lot of money, brought his party machinery, and then injected his own agenda. That you go now, I'll make the name of being a kingmaker. I have made from councillor to governors. Now I want to make a president. If I make a president, I'll make myself a president. That is what happened. Coalition now is playing the scripts of Tinubu. I believe in the coalition, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But you don't have to play the game the way he did.
Yeah, but what is the script?
The script is what I've just narrated to you, Charles. Exactly how
Yeah, but how does that relate
now, what
to
they
the
think,
opposition coalition?
What opposition is saying, again I repeat, I'm in support of this opposition.
Right.
Now, there are structural misgivings in the coalition as it were today. Buhari was the distant anointed from the ab initio. The convener, Tinubu, already had it, and whoever he enrolled was, understand that Buhari is going and after him I will come. And you have to buy into that. However, we won't stop you from contesting.
Yeah, but
let me finish.
We already got there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that we haven't got all the time
I'm
in
saying,
the world, so I need to
Buhari was a distant anointed.
Right. You made that point.
This opposition does not have a distant anointed. So there will be a very close gap, and so there will be a very tight struggle. Possibly a not so clean primaries struggle for it. Now the question is, what will the aftermath be?
The reason is saying all of this that, okay, it is too early to celebrate, that they are falling into the bid of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu won 2023 election simply because of the Labour Party and PDP votes that were split into two. Now they are forming another coalition separately from PDP and Labour Party, which means The APC is still standing with their votes and mandate, but the PDP votes will be split into two. The Labour Party vote will be split into two to merge with ADC, which might not be enough to defeat Tinubu. If maybe the full PDP and Labour Party, they just dismantle the parties and form one, it might be possible for them to win. But I want you guys to watch this particular video of this guy, what he said in this video. We'll be right back.
Let me buttress more on this coalition issue now. Let's face it, because I hear a lot of arguments regards the fact that all of these people that are coming on to form are aggrieved politicians. They are politicians with dirty baggages or whatever, right? That is fine. That is true, right? But the question I want us to ask ourselves is, as far as Nigeria is concerned at the moment, do you think there is a space for a sense? There is a space for a new politician to actually emerge as being president? We will only be discussing that on the basis of normality, normal system. Like we talk of maybe Showore can be desired and a lot of other people, at least without political history baggages, right? But the fact is, there is no room for them. They can't stand Bala Blue. And the point of convergence, at least once one thing we have concluded, is the fact that there's underperformance, there's incompetency. Whatever the reasons are, is equally the reason why we put Bala Blue there. And so far, he is not delivering. So under normal circumstances, we can be talking about that. But hey, we are talking about an abnormal situation here. So it will be highly delusional for somebody to sit down now and think, because let's face it now, you're talking about some candidates that at the end of the day cannot even, when we're talking about a cent that I remember the action of Showore at a point in time in regards repealing that Cyber Crime Act. He could not even gather people to come around, not as if it's not his fault too. People could not actually believe in what he is saying or the need to do that. And why? Because the common man, just like it's going to remain till 2027, is the fact that we're still going to be divided across religious sentiments, tribal sentiments, and the rest of it. So what I'm saying is, the factual and the realistic fact is the fact that, of a truth, hardship is at its highest level, which that can be ascribed to purely the government in power. And what is the next option? The next option is we need a change. A change that will take us finally to that hellfire way was past this one, or a change that somehow miracle will happen. So that is why I say antecedents doesn't matter to me at this point in time. Because the last time I checked, even Bala Blue was not elected on the basis of good antecedents, right? And even a lot of people, the fact is the antecedent issue is just another excuse that politicians can actually use to actually remain in power or to prove why they are more important. So whether they are dirty politicians, they carry a lot of baggages, so they are no good, or they did this, they could not do this. The fact is, the reality at the moment is there is no room for a cent to take Bala Blue out of power. And secondly, I want the coalition to know as well that for you to gain the vote or the confidence of people, you have to assure one thing, which is the fact that at least we will not elect you on the basis that petrol price is going to remain the way it is and suffering is going to continue. And let's face it now, not as if we have had a very credible president that has performed so far in the history of Nigeria. What we've been doing is comparison method. So in comparison method now, you get to see the previous presidents, at least they go carry hardship give us. Insecurity no go day. Or one go carry insecurity, but hardship no go too much. But we can't have Bala Blue giving us, serving us the both at the same time. And the only thing we have to rely on that is the promise of it's going to get better. It's going to get better too is a normal statement, normal talk by any other politician. So my own is, conclusively, Bala Blue has not performed optimally and has impressed citizens. And as such, there is need for that change. So whether it's a saint to, whether now goat you put to contest to, make the goat come try your own too. But good enough, one thing that even gives me joy at the end of the day is the fact that at least I can see somebody like Peter Obi there. That is one of the conditions that the coalition must also give. There must be something for Peter Obi, if not even the flag bearer. That is just it. I feel, in short, let me just tell you the truth, I feel it's high time we even give the people like Peter Obi trials, not minding antecedents or whatever. And in terms of antecedents, using the comparison method, he's still better than a lot that are still in governance today. And if you say they are bad eggs, they are bad politicians that are coming together, agreed, show me good politicians that are in the system. Abi, show me credible politicians that have performed more than what nobody else have done. So it's the same thing. The fact is trial and error. And as long as this condition remains, this is the same thing we will keep doing till we wake up, Abi. And that is to say, anybody that comes up, you should ensure by all means possible that you don't throw us back to that situation that we are now hoping to get an evil that we have rejected at a point in time coming back. Because whether now the politicians play for you not to underperform, I am telling you they have succeeded. And that is the reality on ground.
Large numbers of Nigerians are rejoicing over this coalition, while some are angry. The reason they are angry is that those elites that formed this ADC are so corrupt. Elrufai, the former Kaduna state governor, the religion bigotry. He hates Christians more than any other thing. The things he was saying anytime they fight Christians in Kaduna state. That was among the reasons why Tinubu did not appoint him in any ministerial office, because Nigeria were saying this man is a bigotry, and that was the reason they sidelined him, and that has sparked the genesis of this coalition. He has been angry that after fighting for this Tinubu sidelined him. Aside that, the Labour Party on the other hand, Peter Obi cannot contest on that Labour Party because the Labour Party have been giving Peter Obi a very tough time. Abure have been working with Tinubu despite being the chairman of the Labour Party, but have been working hand in hand with Tinubu to dismantle, discredit Peter Obi. Now, Peter Obi just attended that coalition. The first thing he tweeted was, Peter Obi will give you 48 hours to disappear or leave the Labour Party. We know that this is just the arrangement with the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Next week, he felt like he owns PDP, that nobody can remove him from PDP despite working for the APC. And this have caused a lot of crisis within the party. Some felt like if we cannot remove Nesi Wiki, so there's no need of me belonging to this party. Many of them have decamped to APC. Remember that Nesi Wiki cannot contest as a presidential candidate under APC. He's going to contest under PDP, but is working against the party in order for him to discredit everything that they are doing in that party. In order for them to also fight back, the main people that owns the PDP now form the ADC. And this is a huge crisis to him because he needed the party. He felt like he formed the party. If these people, the main cabals in PDP left, I don't think PDP will be very strong anymore. PDP will automatically take the third position because this coalition is going to take the second position, the cabals in it. And the Labour Party, on the other hand, is forming that, oh, we give Peter Obi 48 hours. Remember, if Peter Obi should leave Labour Party today, Labour Party will become nothing. I mean, like absolutely nothing. Not what this man is saying, that even if Peter Obi leave, a lot of people are coming to join the party. I want you guys to watch what he said.
First and foremost, Labour Party is not scattered. Labour Party remains Labour Party. And if you recall, in 2021, we told you Labour Party was coming in a bigger way, in a bigger form, and it came. Now we are rebranding, we are preparing ourselves. The brand still remains there. We are preparing ourselves. Obi didn't make Labour Party. He saw that Labour Party was solid. In fact, before Obi came, there were people who wanted to join force with Labour Party. You know, the left within the Labour movement and the moderate within the Labour movement were ready. It was when we admitted Peter Obi that most of them decided to stay away. Right now, they are moving in troop in large number because the next election, the coming election in 2027, is going to be between Nigerians and the bad governor, the bad people of this country. The collection of bad people against the good people of Nigeria. You know, if you look at Nigeria the way it is now, bad behavior seems to have become good. Why good behavior is now bad? We can't continue like this. The country is a country, I mean, as it is now, it lacks hope. You have hypocrites within the corridor of power. You have liars within corridors of power. Are we going to continue like this? And the bandwagon effect is that the common man on the street is becoming a liar. The common man on the street is becoming a liar. They are becoming hypocrites. The level of insanity has grown, to a level that should be worrisome to people. You go to our roads, go to our streets. You see the way our traffic system is. It's like we have no law in this country, simply because good behavior has become bad and bad behavior has become good, and the bandwagon effect is eating us up every day. So the Peter Obi thing you are talking about and Labour Party, you ask yourself the question: who caused the crisis in the first instance? Who caused the crisis? Who went to Mahia to go and convey a meeting, a meeting of like minds, a meeting that is not known to the constitution of the party? Okay? If you have somebody who doesn't obey rules, who ignore rules, who disobey constitution, is that going to be a good leader? I've said it earlier. We made some mistakes, and we have learned from those mistakes. We are not going to overrate anybody again. We have decided we are all out, and we have seen signals here and there. We are going to be getting presidential candidates who are not up to 60 years of age, who have done well in their chosen careers, who has excelled not by stealing government money, who have excelled in their various careers to such a level that people will be proud of. And these are the kind of people we want to showcase in 2027. And you will begin to see them. Within the next 3 months, you'll begin to see them. We said it in 2021, what we are going to do, and it happened. Peter Obi was one with us in 2021. He came later.
Allow me to interrupt you.
Okay.
You talked about the fact that some people are trooping into the Labour Party, and you said you're going to unveil them very soon. But then I'm just wondering if they are political newbies, since you've said the coalition is filled with old, disgruntled, frustrated politicians. I'm wondering how well you think these newbies that are coming into your own party will resonate with voters who are tired and weary, of bad governance in Nigeria.
I want to let you know that it's not all politicians that are desperate. Not all politicians are thieves. Not all politicians are liars. There are some politicians who serve diligently, whether as senators at their own time, whether as members of House of Representatives, and who excel in their own professional calling, not through corner cutting, not destroying others to build themselves. We have them in large number in this country, and they are already showing interest. We are going to showcase them to the world. We are going to showcase them to Nigerians. And this time around, we are not going to build any political program around any individual. We made that mistake of calling our youth, the youth wing, obedient. Thank God we learned from this mistake, and we quickly changed the name to the Directorate of Mobilization and Integration. So tell them to go and get their obedient. Call them, they should call their obedience to a hall and see the number of people that will appear. But if we called our own Directorate of Mobilization and Integration today, you will see the number that will come out. These are the people that are pulling and driving the party. You saw the primary that we conducted in FCT Area Council. For councillorship election alone, over 5,000 appeared, to the extent that we couldn't even manage it. So, Labour Party is not built around an individual. We just made a mistake to make it look as if we build the Labour Party around a particular candidate, and that will not happen again.
Could you please remind us the new name of the obedience?
No, it's not obedient. The word obedient belongs to, the name Obi is obedient. What we have right now is Directorate of Mobilization and Integration. That is what we have, and it's being driven by youth. You won't see somebody of 40 years or 45 years in that group. All of them are from 40 years downward. And they have been running programs. As usual, we are moving here and there. And so the presidential candidate that Labour Party will produce this time around will certainly not be up to 60 years old. You will see it. I will tell you, like I told you that in 2021 we said so and so thing, and it happened. I will remind you that we said it, that This is 2025, preparatory to 2027, 2 years, you know, you will see what will happen. Labour Party is a brand. We don't believe, first, take note, where we started having problem is the area of subsidy. We never agreed that we will remove subsidy as a political party. We don't believe in the removal of subsidy. What we said was that we are going to remove the corruption within the subsidy. How government business is a serious business. You have Brazil being controlled under Labour Party. You see what is going on in Brazil with the petroleum sector. The petrol guy is being managed by government. And you don't see the type of thing that is happening in Nigeria, in Brazil.
Remember, the same thing that Nesiwike is doing right now, in order to fight against Atiku and the rest, is the same thing that the Banj did. The Banj, when he was in, is in Mohit? Yes, Mohit. He left Mohit. He felt like nobody can control me. Mohit, as long Mohit exists, I'm the governor. I'm still going to making my home money from the Mohit, from that record label. Guess what Don Jazz did? Don Jazz leave the record label and go straight to form Mavi. Mohit is still there, but nobody, no revenue, nothing is coming out from there now. But Mavi is making his money. That's the same thing now. PDP is still there for Nesiwike, but now is the new party ADC. So PDP is going to feel the heat right now. So people are just complaining that, okay, Atiku, I beg, don't you ever contest as the president or give Peter Obi the third position, the second position as the vice. If you do that, there's no how this coalition is going to work. And for that reason, Peter Obi have not declared himself like, okay, I'm with this coalition. Why? Because he knows that they have not settled that he's going to contest as the president. So they have not appointed who is going to contest against Tinubu. There are a lot of information out there that, okay, it might be him, Atiku, who is going to contest, while Peter Obi will be the vice. Now, the governor of Abia State, Alex Otim, assure his people, assure the Labour Party that even if Peter Obi disappeared or leave and go to ADC, that him will remain in Labour Party. Everybody were clapping. I want you guys to watch the video.
I also have a right to state that I am still a member of Labour Party. And I'm not looking for where to become to. The second point is about coalition. And a lot of people have been asking, oh, are you a member of the coalition? And my response is, have you seen my name? Have you seen me attend any coalition meeting? So we're just busy doing the work that Abia people have given us. So we're not attending any coalition meeting. I've not attended one. Nobody has invited me. So I know some members of the council have also asked just for information. And my response is that I've not attended any. Nobody has invited me. And I'm happy where I am. Yeah, we had issues. A lot of people had. If you don't have issues, then you are gone, you are dead. So you wake up and there's one problem or the other. You solve the problem. And you don't run away from a problem and pretend to have solved it. So we done, when we had our problems, we fought all the way to Supreme Court and retrieved our party from the Supreme Court. And so I believe that a few issues that remain will be resolved very soon because the Supreme Court judgment was very, very clear.
All right, I rest my case here. I love you guys. God love you more. Until we meet again, stay tuned, Plan B TV. I'll be waiting for you guys in the comment section to give your 2 cents about it. Do you think that this coalition is good? Do you think that, okay, Atiku should step down? Do you think that at least Peter Obi should remain in Labour Party or abduct this ADC? Remember that the Labour Party have been giving him tough time with Aburi, and now Atiku don't want to abandon that political position as the president. I don't know why he's so desperate for it. But I want you guys to give your opinion in the comment section. All right, until we meet again. Peace out.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Ruben Abati. In politics, people say, in a democracy, people are allowed to air their views on any issue, whether positive or negative. For me, personally, I think the coalition is a welcome development. It's one more dissenting voice or one more iron gate against dictatorship. And as a democracy, people are allowed to not only air their views, but associate with whosoever they want. The truth of the matter is that only Nigerians can decide whether somebody is expired, extinguished, or refurbished, or rejuvenated. Only Nigerians have got that right. And under our constitution, it is the right of people to congregate, assemble, and chart a course, not only for themselves, for the country. I wish members of this coalition good. I believe all well-meaning Nigerians will support them and will support their right to congregate and assemble and form a political bloc. Because what is happening in this country, if it is not checked, I've just heard you talking about America, where we had a robust democracy, despite the fact that Trump had his way on the tax reform in America, the minority had their voice. You spoke of the hours where Hakeem Jeffrey had spoken yesterday. That is democracy. Is it very robust in our country? We need people to be bold enough. Even if you are in government, you must welcome this. People should be bold enough to say their minds. The three arms of government must be able to work independently under an atmosphere of trust and confidence, which we don't have. So if we have any group of people coming up to say they disagree with this and this is what they believe in, I think we would welcome them and wish them well.